Hey guys, it's Raven Rios
and Jake Mayhan.
This video is being presented to Professor Dr. David Colhavy in partial fulfillment for the requirements of the Class 4 Insects Diseases, Forestry 3313.
Our topic for today is earwigs, and our factivity will be background music performed by the both of us. Earwigs are an order Dermoptera. The common name earwig comes from an Old English word derived from an old wives' tale that earwigs enter the ear and lay their eggs of their young in the brain. This wives' tale is still glorified in pop culture, like this Family Guy skit.
Not in the shed, so don't even look back there in the shed.
What, you mean the Earwig Fortress? No thanks. I haven't been in there since I won the Battle of the Wheelbarrow. Yeah, too fast and too smart for you, earwigs. Now to continue clearing the yard, collecting moisture and sleeping in wood.
Fortunately, guys, earwigs don't do that. There are rare instances of them crawling into ears, but never have they laid eggs anywhere inside the human body. Also, there's no evidence that they can even transmit disease to humans or animals. Their pinchers are also commonly believed to be dangerous, but in reality, even curved pinchers of males cause no harm to humans.
Texas A&M past status has them as generally harmless. They mainly feed on arthropods and decaying organic matter. They can be a nuisance whenever they invade your home, but if you ever catch them inside, just move them outside. Don't actually kill them.
Alright, for the range of these guys, just go outside and flip a few rocks. They're everywhere. Earwigs are abundant, and they can be found on every continent except for Antarctica. Most species of earwig, though, inhabit warm, humid climates and tropical areas. A few species can survive outdoors in cold weather, though.
Earwigs are active at night and seek dark places during the day, such as the underneath of rocks, bark, and plant debris. Also occur indoors, particularly during periods of unfavorable weather conditions. Feed on insects, lichens, algae, and fungi. Indoors, they also eat your garbage.
The morphology of an earwig is characterized by their cerci, of course. They're unsegmented and resemble forceps. Earwigs have an elongated body that is dorso-ventrally flattened. They have biting mandibles. They have modified forewings, and their hind wings are membranous and semicircular.
Due to their morphology, earwigs are occasionally confused with rove beetles. However, these beetles do not have forceps-like structures on the end of their abdomen. Not to mention, rove beetles can also have an attitude, just like this devil's coach horse beetle.
Did you know that earwigs produce a foul-smelling liquid as a defensive strategy? This doesn't really affect people directly, but it does affect wine vineyards. Research found that 10 or more earwigs per kilogram imparted a significant taste of the wine. The wine can be described as some of the adjectives listed above.
Hey there, Dr. Colhavy. How's it going? How's your day been? That's good. Well, hey, remember that video that you said we needed in this PowerPoint presentation? Well, guess what? Here it is. Hope you like it.
Hey, you ever wonder why earwigs bear their big weapons on their tail end?
Yeah, man.
Most animals bear their weapons on the front, while earwigs have them on the back.
Why is this?
It's because they spend most of their life underground, and it's easier to drag those big pinchers instead of pushing them around.
Well, that's cool. I heard them scary-looking things are called cerci. While they may look like jaws, they're actually modified legs. Distant cousins of the earwig, the roach, his second cousin's third mother's father's dog's neighbor's friend, also have the appendages, just like crickets do too.
Males will have cerci that are curved, while females will usually have cerci that are straight. They've been known to use them to hunt and defend themselves from predators. Males will brawl with one another and wrestle each other to the ground. Using their pinchers, they pierce each other's abdomen, demonstrating dominance.
Earwigs are one of the only animals in the animal kingdom that prefers asymmetric pinchers because they give the earwig a competitive advantage. Hey fellas, guess what? Lady earwigs don't care if there's a little curve in it. You know what I'm saying? A wink wink, cough cough, yeah.
Yep, asymmetry is attractive. Alright, let's move on to the life cycle of an earwig. They undergo simple metamorphosis. Eggs are produced in clusters and hatch at about 2 weeks. Female earwigs will stay with the eggs and young nymphs. Nymphs will then leave the nest and undergo 5 stages of instars. 1 or 2 generations are produced annually.
Alright, it's time to move on to earwig love. First, males wrestle with their pinchers. The winner of the wrestling match will tap and stroke on a female on her abdomen with his own pinchers. Females receive a chemosensory input. Earwigs will use their virga, which is a supersized genitalia.
Me too!
Mother earwigs are very protective and meticulous. This is very rare among insects, especially non-social insects. They will literally sacrifice their life to protect their eggs. The maternal care extends once the eggs are hatched. The mother continues to care for the earwig nymphs and supplies them with food, gently increasing their chances of survival. Some species, earwig females guard their young until they are old enough to take care of themselves. Anthropomorphically, we might imagine some sense of gratitude, perhaps an insect version of a hug or a Mother's Day card. Nope, young earwigs, ready to leave the nest, turn mom into dinner.
Matriphagy.
The oldest earwig fossil is about 208 million years old, which dates back to the Triassic period, the age of the dinosaurs. Over 1,800 species can be found today all over the world, but only about 23 species inhabit the United States.
One of the most common species you can find here in Texas is the ring-legged earwig.
Uberella and Eulippus.
That's the earwig above. But did you know about the riparian earwig?
Labradera, Rapira,
The linear earwig.
Daru, Lenare.
Wow, super cool!
This is a picture of the non-native European earwig which arrived in the 20th century. This is also the earwig you're most likely to encounter. It is considered a household and garden pest. Although it is invasive, its impacts are fairly mild.
Invasive? What if I told you that these guys are actually kind of good? They don't really have any type of bad major economic or ecological impact. And a Washington State University study found that European earwigs can even be beneficial. Researchers found that they prey on aphids, significantly reducing the damage from commercial apple orchards.
Time to get down to the nitty-gritty. The number crunching chart.
Biggest earwig of them all, Titanolemus colosea, the Australian giant. Alright guys, time to get a little bit more serious. This was the largest earwig to ever live at about 3.3 inches, and it was endemic to the St. Helena Island off the South Atlantic Ocean. It lived in a number of habitats throughout the island and inhabited deep burrows coming out only at night following rain.
Meet the scientist behind it all, Johann Christian Fabricius. He found the bug in 1798. He was a Danish zoologist and student of the infamous Carl Linnaeus in the 18th century. He named 10,000 species.
The bug was all forgotten, but rediscovered in 1962 when 2 ornithologists found dried tail pinchers while looking for bird bones. Entomologists found live specimens in 1965, and allegedly it was last seen alive in 1967. Sadly, in 2014, it was classified as extinct.
Alright, reflection section time. Do you think we could have saved the St. Helena earwig? What do you think we could have done differently? I hear you. Yep. What other insects do you think will go extinct? Good job.
Yeah, Jake, I'm just going to end with a reflection section of my own. Did you learn anything? Have your views changed on earwigs? Hopefully nobody who watches this video will kill any earwigs from this point moving forward. Thank y'all so much for watching. We enjoyed your time. Thank you. Now earwigs are my best friend. Now I love earwigs. Earwigs are pimp. P-I-M-P. Pimp. Go and get yourself an earwig.